Good morning. Welcome to Vocab Voyage. On March 8th, 2014 at 41 minutes past 12, middle of the night, MH370 took off from Kuala Lumpur. At 1:19 a.m., the last contact with the plane. The last place it was seen was over the Andaman Sea, and it has been 1 year. Can you believe it? 1 year and not a trace of it has been found. One of the great mysteries of our time. The plane took off from Kuala Lumpur, destined for Beijing. They had the experts, they had the technology that sent pings that led it maybe on two paths, one towards Kazakhstan, one towards the southern Indian Ocean. They're concentrating on the southern Indian Ocean path. As we know, they believe it flew until it had no fuel and it crashed, so they're searching there. What has been found? The biggest search ever, 26 countries, $50 million, which is being split between Malaysia and Australia. 23,000 search area, 40% has been searched, nothing has been found, not a bean. What we don't know pretty much everything. We don't know anything about it. This is especially hard for the families because no knowledge of what happened is very, very difficult for them. And it, of course, gives rise to the conspiracy theories, which I will talk about later. What have we learned from this whole thing? What has the aviation industry learned? Updates every 15 minutes from planes rather than what it presently is 30 to 40 minutes, so update more frequently. Something goes wrong, then easier to find. There's a plan for big planes, 18 seats plus, to automatically transmit every minute if they go off course, if they deviate from their course. That's going to a vote. Why do they need to vote on this? I suspect they need to vote on this because it will involve cost, and so, we can't be giving those poor airline companies more cost. Black boxes. Remember, they were searching for the MH370 black box. That black box, if it is ever found now, will be well dead. They can't get any information off that anymore. The battery has well run out. They are proposing that the battery life of these black boxes be extended from 30 to 90 days. The black boxes, Airbus is developing a black box that is ejectable and it floats. So it can float and they can find it. Transmitting it to the cloud, I don't know why they can't do that. What they have learned from this whole searching experience, if there is any positives to come out of this whole thing, they've learned a lot about the sea floor. The scientists can predict ocean currents better. They can more effective tsunami warnings in the southern Indian Ocean, and it can help with weather forecasts. So they're searching hard down off the coast of Australia, down in the middle of nowhere. Time is running out for them. Winter is almost upon them, and then the weather gets awful there. In the last week, they've lost 4 days search time due to cyclonic weather conditions. So far, they've got 38,000 kilometers squared, 38,000 square kilometers to search. They've searched 36% of what they have to search, leaving 38,000 square kilometers to be searched in under 3 months. And in 3 months' time, the weather turns to rubbish. Australia, Malaysia, China have vowed that if nothing is found in that time, if they search the area that is suggested where the plane is, nothing's found, they'll keep searching. I mentioned it before, conspiracy theories. No one knows what has happened to MH370. There's no reason, no one knows. It's a void of knowledge. Voids can't exist. If there's a void, something fills it. So there's no knowledge, a void of knowledge. Conspiracy theories are filling it, and there's a whole bunch of them. Let's run through them quickly. The plane was shot down during military ops or operations. A rapper, some rapper, I can't remember his name, he predicted this whole thing 2 years ago. An ex-Prime Minister of Malaysia blames the CIA. A lot of people suggest that the plane landed at Delta Garcia US Air Base. Different people suggest it was hijacked, flown to Afghanistan and landed. The passengers on the plane were divided into 7 groups and are presently living in mud huts with very little food. Another one, MH370 shut off its communications, we know, but then it flew behind a North Korea jet, a Singapore Airlines flight, so it couldn't be seen. And then it went to North Korea or Russia or somewhere. Alien abduction, that always gets in there. The aliens came and took it. A life insurance scam. Someone on board had a big life insurance payout, and so they downed the plane to get this life insurance payout somehow. The Illuminati. If you want to read more about the Illuminati, read Dan Brown. I know it's fiction, but he talks a lot about the Illuminati. It's a secret society. The thinking behind this is the plane, the Boeing 777 that MH370 was, the actual plane, was the 404th type of that plane to be produced. If you go on the internet and the website can't be found, the error HTTP 404 not found comes up. So, you know, the 404th plane, error 404, coincidence, not found, huh? Edward Snowden, he had a hand in it somewhere. Cloaking technology experiment. There were 20 people on the plane from a company called Freescale, whose area of expertise is cloaking, making stuff invisible. So someone suggests it was a cloaking experiment where they hid the plane with new technology, and again, North Korea or Kazakhstan or Russia. Vladimir Putin, he's been blamed too now. And the last one, I think, which is most plausible, or not most plausible, but very plausible, was pilot suicide. Last one is an Asian Bermuda Triangle, because 5 boats disappeared there 50 years ago, and it was a mystery too. Okay, thank you very much. Have a good day. Bye-bye.